our way to bring more fabulous silver to our customers. Many of our sources are difficult to find and not available to most people. They're dealers that prefer to remain behind the scenes, that accumulate large quantities and sell mainly to other dealers, oftentimes by appointment only. Many times we have to brave fire and flood and hurricanes and wild beasts and drive great distances in order to find our treasures, which we gladly present to you. Expedition, load laden. We not only have 3 bags full, we have 4 bags full. And we'll be sure and share our treasures with you when we get home. You'll be able to see all the wonderful things we got. Looks like the seller didn't get our goat on this little beauty. We're back from our buying trip, and this is one of the nicer things that we picked up. We went into a little shop that we frequent and found this figural silver plate napkin ring by Meriden Britannia, pattern number 212. It's got a goat pulling a little cart with a napkin ring on the back of it, and it's actually in Sandra Woodson's figural napkin ring book, valued at $350 to $500. And even though the book is, I think it's about 10 or 12 years old, it looks like these values have held up, because here's a very similar, well, this is actually the same napkin ring that just sold for $300. And this is an original. It's got the original mark on it. Very nice patina, very good condition. And here's our real prize. I mean, this is something you just don't come across every day, and when you do, it's usually priced substantially more than what we paid for it. Got this beautiful 18th century George III Irish covered cup. The maker's mark is missing, but that's not really significant. It's probably made by Matthew West. Here's a picture of another one that sold not too long ago for $4,500, and it has several different inscriptions on it, one of which is, I think, from the 50s. And it looks like it might have a couple other little problems, but very similar cup, same design, almost identical handles, same design on the cup, cover. The decoration on the body is very similar. And we picked this up for a fraction of that cost. It weighs over 46 ounces, is in excellent condition, and has a 1780 date mark on it. Irish 18th century silver is always desirable, and especially when it's in a lovely form like this. It has its original gilt interior. Superb condition. You can see from looking at the inside and underneath the base that it still has its hammer marks where it's been all hand raised, hand decorated. A real treasure. I mean, we always, well, we don't always, but we often do well when we go on our little buying expeditions, but seldom do we come back with a piece as lovely as this for the price that we paid for it. We feel we'll do quite well when we go to sell these things. And this basically, 2 things, I bet, I think we spent over $8,000 today, and we might even triple on our investment in terms of the sales. We've bought 15 napkin rings, some really nice silver boxes. We got a few pieces of flatware. We're basically, you know, got 4 bags full of silver, 4 big grocery bags full of silver, and it's not always the case, but we got everything home and went through it, and there isn't a single thing we regret buying, and that's the important thing, really, is to be happy with your purchases. You get them home, you go over them, you decide what you're going to do with them, how you're going to sell them, what kind of repair work they need, if any, clean them up, price them, and then you're on your way to your next buying trip. To invite you to subscribe to our videos to learn as much as possible about the silver business, become as interested in silver as we are, and please make sure to view our silver. We have our own website at silversterling.com, where we put the best of our offerings up, and it won't be too long before we put these. Okay, I've got to get busy fixing up the things we just bought today, but tomorrow we'll be off on another adventure, and make sure you follow us to see what happens.